Ukraine's newest tank brigade apparently rides in some of Ukraine's newest tanks. New to Ukraine, that is. A video that Militaryland, an aggregator of open-source intelligence focusing on the Ukrainian armed forces, posted on Wednesday depicts Ukrainian tankers training on German-made Leopard 1A5s in Germany this autumn. Interestingly, the author claims the group is part of the 5th Tank Brigade, Militaryland noted. The Leopard 1A5 and American-made M1 began arriving in Ukraine this fall, making them the latest Western-style tanks to reach the front line. Officially, the 5th Tank Brigade has been in garrison in Kryvyi Rih in southern Ukraine. In reality, the brigade barely existed until a few months ago, when it finally began training new recruits. The Ukrainian army had just 4 tank brigades before the 5th tank finally mobilized. While most of the Ukrainian armed forces' 100 or so ground combat brigades have at least a few tanks, normally a company or battalion, respectively with a dozen or 30 tanks, only the tank brigades concentrate a lot of tanks under a single command. If the Ukrainians fully equip the 5th tank with Leopard 1A5s, the brigade could consume more than half of the nearly 200 tanks that a German-Dutch-Danish consortium so far has pledged to Ukraine's war effort. The 40-ton, 4-person Leopard 1A5 is a 1980s update of a tank from the 1960s. Crews praise its excellent mobility and the fast fire controls for its accurate 105mm main gun. But the Leopard 1A5 does have one major flaw: its thin armor, which is just 70mm thick at its thickest. That's the least protection of any major tank type in the Ukraine war. If it wasn't already apparent to the Ukrainians that the Leopard 1A5 needed extra protection, the type's first battles were a strong reminder. The first few dozen Leopard 1s already are in eastern Ukraine, equipping a battalion with the 44th Mechanized Brigade. The brigade nearly lost a Leopard 1A5 late last month, after one of the tanks apparently ran over a mine. Lost mobility then came under fire from Russian artillery. The army reportedly has recovered the damaged tank in order to repair it. Now the Ukrainians are up-armoring the Leopard 1s. The problems of reinforcing the armor are already being solved by Ukrainian engineers, Ukrainian ICTV reported. That apparently means adding layers of explosive reaction armor. As far as I know, there are plans to install additional dynamic protection, one tanker told ICTV. A layer of ERA could double the Leopard 1's protection against high explosive projectiles. In equipping a 5th Tank Brigade, Ukraine adds significant offensive firepower to its force structure. But it's hard to say when, even whether, Kyiv will have an opportunity to use this new firepower. All across the 600-mile front of Russia's wider war on Ukraine, Ukrainian forces are shifting to the defensive.